G'day, it's Shane here from Wayne and Grape TV, and thank you for joining me today at my home bar. Today, as usual, two wines, but both wines are a little bit unusual, so they're going to be very interesting. Now, thank you, more importantly, thank you for helping me bring McLaren Bar wines to the world, which is not only my mission, it's my passion. So, the two wines, let's get right into it. The first one I have is a Gilligan 2009 Marsanne Roussanne from Gilligan Wines. Now I spoke to Sami Gilligan a couple of weeks ago, and this is an amazing chap. He has got his fingers in just about every pie you can think of associated with the wine industry. He's got his own plot of grapes, of which this is the white from his plot of grapes. He has a viticulture contracting business. He has a wine carting business, grapes, bottles and juice. He's actually making his own, building his own winery at the moment as well, and potentially further down the track to be a cellar door. So lots of things happening in Gilligan's world, and there's no Gilligan's Island there, I can tell you. I must admit I haven't tried a lot of Marsanne Roussanne before, so I'm actually quite excited by this. So let's get straight in and do the wanky thing. There's a citrusy component that I'm getting, potentially just a fraction cold. A little bit herbaceousness. There's some vegetative characters in there as well. Very nice, very pleasant. Falling off the bar. That's very nice. There's a real citrusy character to it. A little bit of apricots coming through. There's a lovely acid. I can still feel the wine in my mouth, and there's an ongoing feel there that is brought about by the acid and also the wine itself. Yeah, see that maybe a fraction cold there. This wine's opening up a little bit more as I speak. Yeah, definitely herbaceous. That citrusy character coming through. Geez, that is a good wine. I know Sami is still experimenting with the vineyard as well as with the winemaking, but I think he's got a good drop here. Very nice. Definite citrus, lemon and limes coming through. That hint of apricot, as I mentioned before, and there's a vegetative almost feel sitting in the mouth. Petanga wines. I always have trouble with that for some reason. Paul, sorry about that. Paul being a winemaker. Now this is the Dio. Love the way he's got these. They're not really labels because it's actually painted on the glass. Very, very classy packaging. Now this wine is the Grenache 60%, Shiraz 30%, Mourvedre 10%. So I love the GSM style. These wines, these grapes come from vines mainly in the Sellex Beach area. So they do have a very distinct character for that sub-region. so I'm looking forward to that. But the other reason I'm looking forward to this is when I tried this a week ago, right? So a week ago today, I tried this wine. It's been open for that length of time. They are huge wines. This is the, what vintage is it? It's on here somewhere. 06. This is the 06 vintage. It's spent a couple of years in wood. Look, these wines consistently get 95 plus scores out of 100 by different tasters. Very impressed when I tasted the wines at the shed that makes up as being the winery in the Sellex Beach area. Very impressive. But because they were so big, I wanted to see how they'd go with being open for a little bit of time. So not only a little bit of time, a long time. This has been a week. It had 2 days just with the cork stuck in it, and then I used the vacuum system to take the air out and see what it'd be like. So ready for this tasting, just to see how there might be some changes to the wine. Got a lovely GSM. I must say, there's no problem in this wine being open for that length of time. Sure, it's only been a couple of days with the cork stuck in, and then the air has been evacuated out. But I have had wines before been vacuum for a week, and have been a bit tired and flabby at the end of that week. Yeah, see the wonderful. I wish you could smell this, I really do. Sellex Beach as a sub-region produces very different grapes and therefore very different wines to the other sub-regions of McLaren Vale. Oh, there's so much happening here, even just on the nose. There's layers of complexity here, layers of complexity. That's why you really do need to swash it about a bit. Getting black cherries, red fruits. There's some spices there, not really the pepper type spices, more cardamom maybe a fraction of cinnamon. Oh, I do love this. And maybe some violets, which you'd expect from the Mourvedre component. So let's give this a taste. Wow. There is a lot happening here, guys. If you can get hold of any of these wines, and I'll be doing a blog entry on them in the coming weeks, so you can find out more about them. So please do watch out for that. That is just magnificent. It really is. Yep, red currants, red cherries, maybe some black cherry in there as well. Definite cardamom, cinnamon type spices, bit of vegetative characters, maybe a slight bit of capsicum. These have been sitting in wood, in oak for 2 years. Some new, some old, some quite old oak. Paul does a lot of work with older oak, and also very interesting, not a lot of sulphur goes into these wines. He actually likes air contact, and I suppose that has something to do with making them a bit funky in the way that he does. Look, that is lovely. That is a lovely wine. There is so much happening there. This is one you really do have to try for yourself. That's all the time we have for Learn a Grape TV today. Thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Loved both wines from two characters within the McLaren Vale wine region, two small winemakers doing their thing, and I absolutely love it. So look, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you very much.